In 2013, the Celtics world basically came crashing down. Trained away the senior citizens, the core of the 2008 NBA champions, Paul Pierce and KG, with, Ray going to the Heat and some stacked up future first round picks. The Nets, they end up being trash, which made those picks go in the lottery world. Drafting Jaylen Brown with the 3rd overall pick, and then the next year, doubling down, drafting Tatum again with the 3rd overall pick. And that came from trading the number 1 pick to Philly, which they ended up drafting Markelle Fultz. And boy, was that a miracle. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to LxD NBA. This is my first video for my YouTube journey, and I'm not going to lie, I'm excited, I grew up living and breathing basketball, so why not talk about it? But, all right. Y'all know exactly what we about to talk about based on the title and the thumbnail, so let's get it. Before the Finals MVPs, the All-NBA selections, and before the debates on who should be that guy, there was a question going around. Can they even play with each other? Well, here's a short answer for you. Yes, nigga.
They made a Finals run and everybody was harping on me, but it's time right now. It's time to break up the duo, and I'm saying it with the utmost confidence.
Proving a lot of people wrong, we still have these type of comparisons that don't make sense to me. 2 superstar wings on the same team taking turns kicking ass, but it seems like y'all basketball fans, y'all try to pin them against each other every single time, no matter the situation. But this just further proves that they could coexist on the court. And look, Tatum even told y'all that, just to make sure y'all know it ain't just me. And look who's under this tweet. Look who he's quoting. Y'all know who that is. Mr. Perkman himself on First Take. Man, you can't make it up. This season, nobody expected, even me, and I'm a C's fan, for them to be winning the way that they are without Tatum. JB having a career year with the Celtics, sitting at the 2nd or 3rd seed, while, JT is just itching to get back on the court. Man, y'all seen that picture of Tatum during practice when he was looking like Michael Myers in the background. He just can't control it. But all in all, I'm here to tell y'all boys, stop with the compare shit. Like, who cares? One doesn't have to fall for the other to rise. Every bad night doesn't have to be a debate. Nigga, there's literally clips of Jaylen Brown recently saying before games, they used to ask each other, who was it going to be this game? Who gonna kick some ass this game? They literally used to take turns whooping ass.
Go crazy. Then I'll put the over on Tatum, and then you'll go crazy. So it's like, y'all never have a conversation like, hey, you gonna go crazy today, bro. I'ma chill today.
Yeah.
Have you having that conversation?
We had it before, yeah.
Like, I don't feel like carrying.
Definitely.
They never meant to be copies of each other. They impact the game differently if you actually know ball and watch the games, But let's guess who I'm talking about. One plays with patience, sees the floor, controls the pace, and make the game look easy. While the other one plays with force, strength, and attacking the moment any chance he gets. Now, unless you have a 3rd grade reading level, you could put those statements to the right player. When one struggles, they shot not falling, they turning the ball over. The other one steps up. Isn't that how that's supposed to go? What happened to the next man up? If you ask me, the Celtics had the best of both worlds for a very long time, unless, God forbid, one of them get traded. When the defense loads up on Tatum, it's open season for JB, and the same goes for Tatum when they're sending doubles at JB. Y'all are obsessed with picking sides for some reason. First or second option, who takes the last shot, who gets more credit. Nigga, the one who was hot the whole damn game. Now, cut it out. God forbid, again, one of them get traded. Now everybody reminiscing about the good days of having both of them share the floor as teammates. And as a Celtics fan, no, we don't want that. We want both of them to retire, get their numbers retired, championships. We need all of that. And y'all know, as Celtics fans, we cannot go through another excellent 25-57 season with Jaron Sullinger and Chris Humphries being our star players. If you know about that. The struggle was real at that time. But we here now. We here. I know y'all niggas remember this lineup. I just know. I know y'all remember. If you was there, you just had to be there. What a time. But me personally, my favorite player is Tatum, but I absolutely love JB. He going crazy right now. He just tied Bird for the most 30-point games in a row with like 8 or 9 or something like that. He's leading the guys to a playoff spot, to an easy playoff spot too. And it might even be at Eastern Conference Finals if I'm, you could call it a reach, but, I'm biased. So, you know how that's going to go. Let me know in the comments who beating the Celtics in the 7-game series from the East. I'll wait, I'll check it out with y'all in the comments. Jaylen Brown is currently averaging 36-5 and shooting 50% just cooking the league, without his partner in crime, Jayson Tatum. I smell an MVP. The last one to get it was Larry Legend, so we'll see. I think he deserves it. So listen, y'all, just listen to me real quick. I beg. Just stop the comparisons. Stop comparing Jayson Christopher Tatum Jr. and Jaylen Marcellus Brown. Please. They got the chip. JB got Finals MVP. And trust me, they're not done at all. Tatum only 27. And Brown is 29, if I'm correct. Both in their prime years. And just stop with the shit. This team, they don't become successful by just picking one of them. They're successful because both of them, different styles, different bags. They share one responsibility, and they only have one goal when it's that chip. And, don't be surprised if that dangerous man, come back during the playoffs. I don't recommend it, but boy, nobody going to want to see them C's in the playoffs with or without JT, So watch out for the boys. Well, hope y'all enjoyed my first vid. It's going to be a lot more content coming. I ain't going to be just talking about the Celtics. We're going to be talking about every team in the NBA and what's going on. This is an exciting season. Can't wait for the playoffs. And, at this point, I really don't know who's going to win the chip. As a Celtics fan, I'm going to say the Celtics. But, if I'm being realistic, I don't know who's going to win it. The Spurs done got the Thunder's number. The Knicks, they wishy-washy. So, we're going to have to see. But, again, I got more content for y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and y'all put in the comments who y'all favorite squad, who y'all rolling with this year. Playoff time is almost here, so we'll see about that. So, yeah, let me stop yapping. I'll see y'all on the next one, man.
What they gonna say?